Hello everybody, Journeyman here. Gonna do a little something different today. Gonna show you all how to tear down a Ruger SR9. So particularly the SR9c. We'll go ahead and check it. It's already been checked. It's clear. So first thing you're gonna do is remove the magazine and lock the slide open. Next thing is I'm not even sure what this is called, but depress this little lever and it'll release, allow the slide all the way forward. It's something to do with the trigger mechanism. Not sure exactly what it is, but in order to get it off, pretty easy. You need to depress that lever. Next step is to I just like using a pencil for this. Next step is to take this retaining clip out. So once you have the slide locked, push that retaining clip, feel it pop, then you can grab it and then pull it right out. So that's the first step. Then right after that, it's pretty easy. Just take a slide it right off, and you have your receiver and your slide separated. Here you can see the firing pin, your main-spring, and your barrel. First you take your spring assembly out, put that down. Then you take your barrel out, slides right out. All this is very easy to take apart, put back together. And this is something every gun owner should know as just a basic skill. Next thing, haven't seen many videos go into this, but next thing you can do to do a thorough cleaning is remove the firing pin. It's not that hard. Need like what's this called? Yeah, one of these little clip things. You unbend it. You just need something small, like a little tiny screwdriver or something. There's a little tiny hole right in there. Stick that in, and then you're going to slide this down, this little rear piece. Slide that down. All that will come right off. Just got to be very careful, since that is a little plastic piece. So be careful with that. Next, you're going to see that the back of the striker is exposed. In order to get that out, at first you can just pull it out, and then you're going to have to depress this right here in order to pull it all the way out. And now you have your firing pin / striker taken out fully. You can see your spring and all that stuff is in there nice and good. That's not going to fall out very easily. Next step, if you really want to get thorough, you can pull that little retaining assembly out. It's got a tiny little spring. Make sure you don't lose that if you plan on doing this. So yeah, guys, that's your complete teardown for the Ruger SR9. Besides the obvious with the trigger assembly, which I don't even want to get into that. It's a whole nother mess. Well, I guess I might as well put it back together for you guys. Fairly easy. Basically, just reverse the steps that you did earlier. Actually, I did that wrong. Take this little piece that we pulled up first. I'm going to slide that in, because that has to go in. That'll lock your firing pin / striker in place. So once you get that in, slide your firing pin, striker in. Then you're going to take this little back plate, and in order to get that on, you're going to have to push down with like a little pin or whatever. Going to push down on a little pin. That'll go, hopefully I can get that in there. There we go. Now, as you can see, that is back together, and that is good to go. Alright, So the slide is back together. Next, put it in the barrel. Slide that right in. Next, take your spring assembly. Put that right back in. Make sure you have it facing the right way. You gotta pull your spring in just a little. Just make sure not to bend any of these little parts in here. So make sure that's seated. So that's good and seated right there. See that position? Locks into this little notch right in there. So once you have that done, you've completely put the slide back together, and it's ready to go back on the lower. So simple, easy. Make sure these line up. Slide it right back on. Pull the slide back, lock it in place. Get your retaining clip or pin, retaining pin. Put it back in. Make sure it's locked in place. And don't forget about that little pesky doohickey down there. I don't know what it's called. Probably should look it up, but don't forget, flip that back up. That'll engage the trigger, and you're good to go. Trigger works. Everything's hunky-dory. Alright guys, it's been a Journeyman Extra. I'm glad you guys could watch. If you like it down below. Subscribe. Share this video if you want. Glad you guys watched it. See y'all in the next one. Bye.